grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men.
Everybody!
He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again.
Even Garstein.
When they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down.
Hello everyone, I'm Piper. Welcome back to the first journey. It has been a spicy few days. It's a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be between last episode and this one. Before we get into that though, I've just noticed something on this screen. They're disappointed with the finances involved in the deal to sell Paddy McLaughlin. We didn't sell him, he ran out of a contract. We only gave him a year-long contract. I didn't play him, he's gone for free. What did you think was going to happen? Either way, whatever, let's ignore that. Let's get on to the spicy, interesting stuff. And that is that I am a wanted man by both Bolton and Swindon. And in fact, Swindon offered me a job. I turned it down though, because they're in financial trouble, they're bottom of League 2, and they want me to get them into the playoffs. I did have a look at what they were offering. The transfer budget was 28 grand, the wage budget was 22 grand, which, if I just click on this button here, and click here, that's lower than what I'm on now in the division below. So that's a joke. If I'm honest, they also started off, they came to me, and they started off interviews saying, why was I so interested in them? I'm not. You're interested in me. I'm the big fish here, right? You're coming to me, begging me to save you. And they were like, oh, do you want to step up? This is going to be a bigger club. You know what? I'm not sure you are a bigger club, if I'm honest. I think would probably beat you. Let's have a quick look at them. Let's have a look at their best player, perhaps. Jack Payne. I mean, he's okay. Nothing too special, I don't think. I don't think he's a guy who's going to drag them out of... I suppose he's good for that level, I guess. Maybe. Have a look at your hot prospect, shall we say. I mean, he's not bad, is he? He looks very sad. He's got a very small head in that one. Either way, yeah, he's not bad. Maybe play him. He'll get you out of it. Never mind, actually, he's not playing very well in the youth team. So, they're stuffed. Bolton haven't offered me the job, but I am wanted by them. I have been asked by the devious media if I would be interested in the job, and I've said no. It is tempting, though, if I'm honest. Obviously, Bolton are a very interesting proposition to try and take them back to the Premier League, maybe, but again, it's going to be the finances are insecure. I don't know how good the squad is. I've had a quick look. There's nothing too special there, if I'm honest. So, what is nice about them, which did tempt me, was their facilities are pretty good. Adequate youth recruitment, so maybe there's an interesting job there, but not for me. I want to stay at York for this season. The only job that would interest me if it came up, I think, would be the Sunderland job. Because, Sunderland should not be in League 2, and it's embarrassing that they are there. Darren Ferguson seems to be turning it around, though. Have a quick look at League 1. What's going on in there? Anything exciting? Not that I can see. Wickham are just falling down the leagues. Ipswich is still stuck here, not doing a too great job. They did sell Andre Dazal to Torino, I believe, so that's interesting. Anyway, before we get into today's game, which will be Barnet, let's look at how we've done since the last video. So the last video was 4-2 Hartlepool game. Then we played against Yeovil, 1-0. We dominated, quite frankly. 13 shots to 2, 6 on target to their 0. I would congratulate my goalkeeper Bro on a clean sheet, but if they don't actually shoot on target, there's nothing for him to really do, is there? He did, from what I saw, get a 7 out of 10 though, which is impressive considering he didn't do anything. Either way, he stood there very well and watched the game, I guess. Again, I'm happy we won, but we probably need to, take these expected goals in these kind of games. Galliani, definitely an early contender for signing of the season. He's doing a great job so far. Scored quite a few goals. In fact, how many has he scored? How well has he been doing? The young Italian. 5 games, 3 goals, 1 assist. Not bad. Pretty good. I'm happy with him. Great signing so far. After that, 3-0 against Aldershot. This was quite an interesting one as well. I noticed that Harry Bunn hadn't quite recovered between this game and the Yeovil game. And I saw that Jeff King got like a 9.4 or something in a youth game. So I thought, you know what? I've brought you in to, fill in for Harry Bunn when he's not fit. Let's give him that chance. He's a defensive winger with Jeff King, and I've noticed that Kinsella has also played really well in these games. He does like to get forward, gets a good number of assists, makes some nice crosses, so I thought, you know what, I'll put Kinsella on attacking, put Jeff King defensive winger, and it paid off, with King getting a goal and an assist, and his goal was assisted by the young Will Russ, who I brought in after Redshaw had a really poor game against Yeovil. So that's paying off. Jake Young scored a goal, missed a penalty. The one downside of not having Redshaw in the team is Jake Young's penalties are 10, and he got worse at them, which is not good to see. And Redshaw, his penalties are 18. So that's what we miss. He's not missed a penalty for me yet. So we do miss him when we're on penalties. But either way, 2 wins out of 2 for them. Now it's a tough game against Barnet, who have fallen off a little bit from what we saw before. They have now drew against Yeovil, drew against Aldershot, drew against Whalestone, and then lost. So they're not doing very well, if I'm honest. They beat Morecambe, though. So how have you beat Morecambe and lost against these teams? Either way, so it's only us and Torquay and Leyton Orient now who are undefeated this season. But we do have a game in hand, so if we win, we could go top of the table. So this is the team that I'm going to be playing against Barnet. Actually, just want to quickly put him back down to support. Let's not be too crazy. So I'm keeping largely the same team. I've taken Agungbo out of defence. I might put him back in. Oh, this is... It's only me. I'm going to put him back in. You know what? Late change. Go back in. Sorry, Matty Brown. Oh, it's tough. I want to give Matty Brown some more game time, but we've kept 2 clean sheets in a row, so I don't think I can change it. This is also going to be a tough game, so I don't want to be not playing my strongest side possible, ultimately. I've put Duckworth back in at right back, and I put Redshaw back in up front. He's inconsistent, so my thinking is he's played 2 games quite poorly. So I'm hoping that this game he'll play well. This is against JJ Hooper, so this is potentially concerning. But let's hope our defence stays as well as it has done for the previous 2 games, so we can keep Hooper out and help Young and Redshaw try to be the top goal scorer. We're in red today. We wear a lot of different kits at York, so I'm always... Takes me a second to work out what colour kit we're wearing. Bro with a goal kick. Nice save, shall I say. Should compliment him for that as well. Oof. I'm going to presume that isn't, Man City Sterling, but it was a very good shot, so I'd like to think we'd close down a little bit quicker there, but just should be gratefully missed, I guess. Looks like they're having the better of it so far. Ooh, what was that? What was that? That was terrible. It looked like a really bad header, and then the goalkeeper just ignored it. What happened? My replays are on this time. I didn't make the same mistake as last time. He just sort of swung at it like he's playing volleyball. What's he doing? I'll take it, though. That's nice. It's nice to see centre-back scoring. We didn't have that last season. I think he's already matched... In fact, that's his second goal, so he's already doubled the tally of anyone from last season. He's looking a bit tired there, so maybe Matty Brown comes on for him at half-time, which is now. Maybe 60 minutes, my classic 60-minute substitution. I'll do it for that. There is room for improvement. I'm not used to us being, like, the lesser team. What is this? I'm used to us having, like, 10 more shots than them. I've got a good few options on the subs bench today. I'd like to bring on, if I'm honest, almost all of them. Looks like Jeff King deserves another chance in the team. Redshaw's playing well. Harry Bunn's not playing well. Maybe 60 minutes, I'm thinking, and then I bring on King and Brown. I am kind of nervous of taking Quentin off, though. It's tough. It's Sterling James, so definitely not the same Sterling. They're looking really tired, though, so this is good. And saying that, we've just suddenly became tired. 60 minutes. Hooper was injured. Who did that? I'm proud of you. Well done. I mean, I don't encourage the fouling of other players. Not at all. Jeff King, on you come. He's definitely not going to be inverted. Defensive support. What else shall we do? Who is not playing well? Dion McGee is not playing well. Ooh, that's rare. I don't like that. Do I make all 3 subs now? It's a tough one. I don't think I do. I think I bring on... do I bring him on? I bring him on. I think. Did that not go through? It didn't go through. I'll bring him on and then I'll wait till maybe 70 minutes to bring on Mike Brown, the captain, the man who solves all the crying player issues. It's a disappointing day for York City when Harry Bunn and Dion McGee don't play very well. I think now's the time. Ooh, we're saying that Jones just got... I know he's not injured, Callum Jones is always one card away from suspension. That's just how Callum Jones works. If he's not one game from suspension, he's having a bad time. See, I want to bring him on, but he's still kind of... I'm going to bring him on just so he's definitely safe. Well, not safe, but so he's fit for next game, because I presume it's probably going to be in 3 days' time. I was hoping for no highlights till the end of the game, if I'm honest. Oh, Brown, look, what an inspired decision to bring him on. That was a bad ball from Redshaw. Do you know what I think Redshaw did there? I think I know what he's doing. Let's have another watch. Redshaw is a greedy boy. Redshaw wants to score all the goals, right? So what he does here is he's like, ooh, maybe I could play Young through, but then he thinks, no, I want to score. So he makes Young go wide to have him cross into him, and Loach has had another terrible... Loach is clearly the worst goalkeeper possibly in the world. Their fans are all in perfect uniform white. What is this? Anyway, getting distracted. So Redshaw there has purposely made Young go out wide, so he has to cross him in, to cross it into him. Redshaw. The issue I have with that is Redshaw is 5'4", so I don't want the ball crossed into him. And he just scored, but he shouldn't be scoring. He's 5 foot. Either way, 2-0 win against Barnet. I'm very proud of that. I'm glad my defensive frailties seem to have gone. I did say in the last video, not the last video, was it the last video? It was the last video that I wanted to be sure upon my defensive partnership in the future. And you know what? I think I am. There was a bitter sweetness to it because I love Angala, but he's barely played all season. We just got an achievement for attack. I like it. So anyway, this puts us in second place, 1 point off Torquay now, who won 2-0 against Kings Lynn. But we're playing really well. Any crazy fan feedback this time? You think you nodded off? Okay, the second half wasn't that great. The first half was quite interesting though. We were very good going forward. Kind of, I think, were we? We were. I'll accept we were. And then there's the usual... There has to be someone who's like, that player that got 10 out of 10 wasn't that good. Injury worry for Hooper. Would like to say, well, thank you. I wasn't us that injured him. There we go then, it's fine. So the rest of the league now is safe from JJ Hooper. How long's he out for? Do we know? 6 weeks. Well, Barnet are getting relegated. That's how it works, right? So let's have a look at the schedule. When should I come back? I'm torn between Kings Lynn and Flyde, because I think Kings Lynn, they won... I feel like they won something recently. What was it? Was it this, or was it the North? Yeah, they won the North before us, so we are the Kings in the North. They are kind of the former Kings in the North. I kind of want to have the game against them. We've also played Flyde every time on not stream, as a recording. So I kind of want to make it interesting and not just play Flyde at least 4 times a year. So it might be for Kings Lynn, even though that's very soon. You know what? I'll come back for Kings Lynn, and then we'll probably have a bigger break after that one, unless the qualifying round is spicy. I do briefly, just reminded me to have a look at the club vision for this year, because I don't know if I talked about it. They want us to get mid-table, first round of the FA Cup, and 4th round of the FA Trophy. So I think we've definitely done that one. I think we start in the 4th round of the FA Trophy. So admittedly, last year I did beat their, what would you call it, vision. I got higher than what they wanted, and they said I failed it. So who knows what they're talking about for that one. But this one is, I think last year they were really harsh on me because it was the first round for last year as well, which is obviously a lot harder to do in the last year because we started in an earlier round. So either way, it's good to see that I'm doing a good job as far as they're concerned. They're pleased on everything. My contract's up this season, so hopefully they'll come talk to me soon. But yeah, that'll be the end of this video. I'm not expecting any more crazy news to happen between now and the next video, if I'm honest. Best coaching team in the league, minus goalkeeper. Jussi Jääskeläinen can only do so much, if I'm honest. I will take a quick look at job security. Any other spicy jobs coming up? Charlton, maybe. Former Premier League team again. And that's it, really. Maybe I'll go manage Scotland or something. But yeah, that'll be all for this video. Probably back for the Kings Lynn video. I hope you... Kings Lynn game. But it will be the Kings Lynn video. Anyway, I'll be back for that. Hope you're all well and have a wonderful day. I've just also noticed, actually, Frankie Bunn, the father of left wing extraordinaire Harry Bunn, is possibly going to be fired soon. He is disappointed at how things are going. He's upset. He's having nightmares about his son destroying him 4-2. You know what? I'm tempted to maybe bring him in as a coach, if I'm honest. Because, like, he's got some nice stats. Man management, motivating, decent, but he is better than my entire scouting department. Which begs the question, why isn't he a scout? You would be an amazing scout. Why aren't you a scout? That's like Van Gogh deciding to not be a painter and instead he's going to be, I don't know, what would Van Gogh be? What was around? He's going to be a gardener. Yeah, I'm sure he'd be a great gardener, but like, he's got brilliant stats to be a scout, and instead he's like, oh no, let's try and teach people football. Just be a scout. What are you doing? Either way, I might bring him in as a coach because, I mean, these aren't too bad for this level. And I'd appreciate his input. He'd be like my coach who I kind of have here to sort of teach football, but really he's here to tell me who's a good player or not. That's what he'd be. Not very determined though. Which again, doesn't need that for a scout. Be a scout, Frankie Bunn. Wait, sorry. You're paid more than me. Is he paid more than me? I think he's paid more than me. I think I'm on 1.1 grand. I am underpaid and undervalued. I better not be like underpaid by everyone in the league. Torquay, Steve Davis, 950. Okay, I'm paid more than you. Who else? Flied. How much are you paid? Okay. Never mind. Anyone else I particularly don't like in this league? Who else? Maidenhead, worst manager in the league, Alan Devonshire. You know what? You're earning your money, I'd say. You're wanted by Boreham Wood. Really? So what you've done, Boreham Wood, you've looked at Maidenhead, you've not won a game all season, you've drew one, minus 25 goal difference. That's impressive, if I'm honest. And you've gone, you know what? I want that manager. Is he the caretaker manager? No. How long have you been here for a long time? Let's have a look. Number of jobs free. Is that number of manager jobs since the game started? Maidenhead, did you fire that guy and bring him in, or has he been here the whole time? Been here the whole time. He's won a league. But, you know, either way, they've looked at this guy's job that he's doing right now and they've gone, that's what we want here at Boreham Wood. Either way, I wanted to update. I saw Frankie Bunn and I thought I'd add that on.
Oh, the grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. Everybody! He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. Even Garstein. Oh, when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only half